go ahead and start the recording. So I had a couple people that weren't able to make it, but wanted access to the video after. So that is, always totally cool too, although we love for y'all to join us in person so you can ask questions and all that jazz. All right, so Marican, I'm going to
let me be able to share. So
I'm all
if you are already on with us, we are going to ask you to just share with us for just a second, because I want you to meet the other people. So if you would just tell us who your sponsor is and how long you've been with 31 and why you joined. Steph and I'll tell too in a minute.
Yeah, Trisha, why don't you start?
Okay, my name is Trisha. Marican is my sponsor, and I joined 31 in August. Again, I was a consultant several years ago, and I came back in August, and I've been loving it ever since.
Awesome. Fabulous. Jesse, how about you?
I'm just here for Patricia. She asked me to sit in on a call and listen about.
Well, Jesse, we are so excited to have you. Hopefully you will learn a little something. Can you all see the screen that I shared?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome.
Amber, do you want to unmute for a second and share where you came from and why you joined 31 and all that stuff?
Sure. I joined because I own a lot of 31 bags. So, and my boss, I work at the tax collector's office. I've been there for 8 years as a supervisor, and she buys a lot of 31 bags. So my daughter and I enjoy going to craft fairs and stuff like that. So it's going to be able to get me more into those types of things.
Awesome. And so since you guys are new, just so y'all know, Marican and I are kind of pacing partners with one another. She and I are both executive directors with 31. We've both been in this for over 12 years. And she and I are not connected like team-wise, but we always do all of our trainings together, train our teams together. We work together really well. We've been working together for like 9 years or 10 years. I don't even know how long. So you will see a lot of us. We will be doing the monthly meetings and stuff together. So just so you know, since you guys that are newer might not understand why there's two of us running the meeting, that's fine.
Yep. I'm sorry. I have a couple of girls messaging me, telling me what's going on. So I was just answering them real quick. So I don't mean to be rude.
No, you're fine.
I've got one girl that is in college, and she is currently finishing up a class, and she wanted to make sure that we were still going to be on when she got finished. So, all right. So yes, so Beth and I really have been working together for a long time. But let me tell you why I started 31. I have been with the company for 12 and a half years. I joined in July of 2008, long time ago. My son was only 3 and now he's 16. And I actually initially joined because I wanted to make enough money to pay my rent. I was going through a divorce and I was a school teacher, and my income alone was not going to be enough to pay my rent, pay for my son, his daycare, our food, and all the other things that we needed in a month. So I needed a part-time job that would allow me the flexibility to work when I didn't have my son, because it was a non-negotiable that I would not work and put him in childcare when I did have him, because I had him 50% of the time. So that's why I initially joined, and my why has changed dramatically over the years. It was at one time to pay off all my debt. Yay, that's done. It was to meet new amazing women and all of those things, and that still is part of it. But my biggest why right now is to make the little bit of extra income and to teach you all. That's my favorite thing to do. I was a school teacher, and I absolutely love helping women grow their business and becoming the success that they see in their business. So that's why I really enjoy continuing to do it now. Besides, the products are really cool and they're really pretty.
They are. And my reason for joining was different than Marican's. I joined back in March of 2009. And so I just hit my 12 years like a couple weeks ago. And my daughter was 5 when I joined, and she's about to graduate high school, which is crazy. But I joined really, I was what they call a kidnapper, meaning I just wanted that $99 kit on the back of the book, which, by the way, was like totally not as cool as the kits they have now. Just saying, nothing never match. But I wanted all those products, and I wanted to be able to put my name and my daughter's name on some really cute bags. And I literally told my upline when I joined, like, don't contact me, don't mess with me. I'm not really doing this. I'm not really here. I'm just gonna, maybe keep myself active for a little bit and buy some bags, and then I'm gonna drift off into the ether, and that's gonna be it. And lo and behold, 12 years later, I've been full-time with it since 2010, January of 2010. So previously came from web design, marketing, webmaster, like that kind of world, which was very much all guy dominant. So it's been super fun to hang out with all chicks for 12 years and do all the girly good stuff. So I'm just super enthusiastic about all things 31, and I'm super excited, especially to get New Girls rolling and let you guys see what kind of potential this really could have for you.
Yeah. And the other thing that we didn't tell you, I don't think I told you, was we are both full-time 31 and have been for a long time. I've been full-time since 2012. Beth, how long have you been full-time?
Since 2010.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is our full-time job now, and it's just so much fun. So we did have a couple new ladies join. So ladies, what we're doing is we are just telling who we are, who our sponsor is, and a little bit about why we joined 31. So if you would like to unmute and share, Marlena, I'll let you go first. Marlena is one of my directors, and so she is on because a couple of her people may jump on with this as well.
Hello, I'll go ahead and share my beautiful undone hair with you. I am Marlena. I've been with 31 for almost 10 years now. So a little over 9.5. And like these ladies were saying, it is a total blessing. It is a job that God gave me that I never thought I would be doing. And I actually go full time in it come this September. So that is my goal, to start it full time in September.
And you are absolutely rocking it. Becky, would you like to share with us where you are from, who your sponsor is, and why you joined 31? Becky, do you know how to unmute?
If not, you can just put it in the chat, type it in the chat, and let us see it happen.
To tell you how to unmute, if you'll scroll, like hover the bottom of your screen, and there will be your microphone there, and you can click it to click unmute. Someone else popping in. Let me let her in real quick. Hello. I don't know who just popped in because it just says iPhoner, but if you would like to unmute and tell us a little bit about yourself. We just finished with our introductions. We were just telling who we are, who our sponsors were, and why we joined 31. So if you'd like to tell, I would love to hear it. So if you just popped in, could you tell us what your name is? Okay. All right, we shall just move on. So we're going to get started. So today we're going to be talking about how to make a lot of money in your 31 business, which is one of the main reasons we all join, right? So we're going to talk about how to earn $1,000 in 8 weeks. And who could use an extra $1,000, right? Every single one of us, always. And I never thought that I $1,000 a month doing this. I thought, I'm going to be lucky if I make $600 a month. So we're going to show you now easy ways that you can actually make $1,000 with this company in just 8 weeks. So what would you use if you had $1,000 right now? What would you use it for? You guys can unmute because we probably will be asking you a few questions and just pop in, or you can just type it in the chat if you'd like to.
Probably a little bit of there.
Absolutely. Hey,
I want
Chris.
to finish. Hey, I want to finish renovating my kitchen.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Anyone else want to share what they would do with $1,000? All right. So the first thing that we want to talk to you all about is your AMP Jumpstart. So your AMP Jumpstart, oops, I didn't mean to go forward. Let me go backwards. Your AMP Jumpstart is amazing. If you are still in your first 90 days, and I know we have a couple of ladies that are a little bit past that, but that's okay. We're still going to teach you how to make that $1,000. But if you're in your first 90 days or even your first 30 days, then you have an opportunity to earn lots of products that we want to help you earn. Plus, we want you to become a qualified consultant. And I have people all the time saying to me, what does it mean when you say qualified consultant? Well, what it means is that you've sold your first $1,000 with the as a legit, you are on your way with the company and moving up. So we love to try to help everybody get there as fast as they can. If you make it in your first 30 days, I'm going to do the next slide, and then Beth, I'll let you do the one after this. So if you make it in your first 30 days, here's our AMP Jumpstart right now. You will actually get this really amazing thermal tote. It's the around the clock thermal. You also get to pick your own prints and personalization for free on that. So if you get $500 in your first 30 days, you can earn that. And we can teach you how to do that with just one party. So if in your first 90 days, and that means you'll be qualified, you will get your $500 first month. Okay, you still have the opportunity to earn the other thing. So you the all packed full $1,000. But if you keep moving, follow this plan, then you will. Then you will $2,000. And the Modern Tote is one of my absolute favorite bags. I absolutely love it. It is just big and it holds everything. And then if you sell $3,000, you're going to get the High Street backpack, which is so fashionable and so fun to carry. And it is a really hot product with our customers as well. If you sell $4,000 in your first 90 days, then you are going to earn the Away We Roll roller. And this is our brand new thermal roller. Our customers have been asking for years for us to please bring back a rolling thermal. So we have it now and people are so excited about it. So if you earn all of these products, it's over $450 worth of products. So it also would mean you would have sold $4,000 in your first 90 days. And if you sell $4,000, we make 25% commission on our sales. You are going to have sold $4,000 and earned $1,000. So that's $1,000 in your pocket if you sell $4,000 in your first 90 days. So we're going to do it in 8 weeks. All right, Beth, I will let you grab this one.
Actually, give me a second because I'm trying to close out everything else. My connection is really bad.
Oh, okay. I'll go on with this one and then I'll let you grab the next one. How's that?
All right, I'm trying.
So Pika product credit. So this is another really cool thing that is a part of our AMP Jumpstart. And when they first started it back in November, we were like, oh, that's pretty cool. But then when we started earning those $50 credits, we're like, oh, this is really cool. So this is how it works. If you plus 2 people personally enrolled, qualified, and active is what Pika stands for. If you and 2 Pikas activate on your team, you can earn an extra $400 in product credits to use with our system in your first 90 days. So that means if you have anybody that you think might be interested in joining 31, sign them up. This is way more fun with a friend. I know so many people that have started this with their best friend and just had a ball. So much more fun to learn together. So if you have somebody that would be interested, just share. But after your first 90 days, you can still earn that product credit by bringing new friends into the business. You can earn it as soon as they qualify and become a PICA. So personally enrolled means that you have enrolled them yourself. Qualified means they've sold their first $1,000, and active means that they're actively still selling at least $200 every 3 months. So everyone has the opportunity to earn that $50 credit. But if you are still in your Jumpstart, you are not only going to earn that $50 credit, but you're going to get bonuses. They are offering additional bonuses when you're still in your Jumpstart. You are bringing people into your business. You can sponsor who submits $1,000 in PV. You are still in your first 90 days. You'll earn an additional $50. So you're going to earn that $50 every consultant earns, earn another $50. So that's $100, right? And if you sponsor another person and that person submits $1,000 during your first 90 days, then you're going to earn an additional $200. Plus, that would also mean that you are going to promote to Elite Consultant, our newest title that we've just started with. When you stack all of these credits together, that's going to mean that you're going to make an additional $400 in product. And I'm going to tell you something. Back when I first started doing this, somebody said, you know, if you recruit somebody and they sell $1,000, you can get a $200 bonus. I was all over that. Yeah, I needed the money. So I did it. And that's really how my business started to grow and take off. Was I just started right away. And it's so much easier if you just start sharing immediately for it to be easy, because it's fun, you're doing it together, and it's a lot easier when you have somebody else to bounce your ideas off of. So my very first recruit, her name is Judy Ferris, and she is still a consultant with us. She is actually one of my upper level leaders. She is not on with us tonight, but she was my very first consultant that joined when I was still in my Jumpstart period way back when. So does anybody have any questions about anything that I just talked about, the AMP Jumpstart or the PICA product credits?
Is this information somewhere where we could go back in and look at it after our video?
Yes, it is on 31 today. In the new consultant section, there's a section for AMP Jumpstart. So it is there. And then we can also load these slides to our team groups.
Okay.
So you can have them there.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
great.
You are welcome. All right. Beth, you ready?
I think so. We're going to give it a shot.
All right, here you go.
Okay, so we all like money. 31, one of the cool things about us is we pay out twice a month. A lot of companies work once a month, but we like 2 paydays. So you will get paid your 25% commission on the 10th of the month for what you did from mid-month to end of month the previous month. And then on the 25th of the current month, you're going to get paid on what you did from the 1st to the 15th. So you always are about only 2 weeks away from a payday. And if you are somebody that is growing your team and becoming an executive consultant, promoting up to director, anything like that, and you're earning overrides on your team, those for the entire month are all paid out on the 10th paycheck, the paycheck that comes on the 10th. So that's the paycheck we really like because that's where all of our hard work pays off. But it is nice, and if you guys have not set up direct deposit yet, definitely you want to do that in your back office. Makes it super easy. You can change your banking anytime you want. All that is totally accessible through your virtual office. And if you need help with doing anything back there, just let myself or Marika know, and we'd be happy to walk you through stuff.
Absolutely. There it goes, finally.
Okay, so why do you want to sell 1,000? Well, more sales generally lead to more happy customers, more parties, more hostesses, more bookings, more potential recruits, which leads to more income, more Pika product credits, more of everything. When you share this business, it really, the benefits are just endless. And we like to say this is like the best kept secret, because it's really, like, even still 12 years in, it's super surprising to me how many people have not heard of 31. And then there's a ton of people you'll find that have heard of 31, but they haven't seen it in years because their one neighbor down the street that used to sell stopped selling. So there's always a lot of people that are looking for a new consultant to hook them up with all of our fabulous newness. You could be that girl, just saying.
And when you do more parties and participate more, it gets easier. You know, we have to practice things in order to learn and get better at it. And I will tell you, when I first started out, I was horrible at doing parties, but I just kept doing them. I had a goal of 8 parties a month. And, you know, by the first few months, it just got to be easy. I knew what I was going to say. I knew what I was going to do. I had all my stuff together. So the more you practice, the easier it gets. The more you practice at getting bookings, the easier it gets. The more you practice at sharing product with people, the easier it gets. The more you talk about the income opportunities with 31, the easier it gets. So by doing all of these things more, it's going to be a whole lot easier. All right. So we have been talking about all of the other things. Now let's get to the nitty gritty. I'm trying to get that off the screen. Is it in front of what y'all were looking at as well?
I don't know what you see, but no.
Okay, it's the pictures of all of us. I'm trying to keep it out of the picture. I don't know if y'all can see it because I can't tell what y'all can see.
No, we all can see wherever we put our pictures, basically.
Gotcha. I didn't know how that worked. Thanks for telling me. All right. So how do you sell $1,000 in 8 weeks? So if you sell $1,000 in 8 weeks, like we talked about earlier, you are going to earn $1,000, right? So here's how you do it. New consultant, AMP Jumpstart, if you're still in that, you're going to get 10 orders, okay? So 10 orders, and an average order with the company is about $50. So 10 orders is going to be $500. And if you have $500 in PV, that's $125 in commission. So if you do that 8 weeks in a row, so you have one $500 party a week for 8 weeks, then you're going to make $1,000. You're going to have $1,000 in commission. So $500 in PV in your first 30 days means that you're going to earn that first AMP Jumpstart reward. $1,000 in PV in your first 90 days is going to mean you're qualified consultant, and you're going to earn your second AMP Jumpstart. But with this plan right here, every 2 weeks, you are actually selling $1,000. Pretty exciting, right? And so that also means every 2 weeks, you're making $250. So sell $1,000 every 2 weeks during your Jumpstart, and you can earn all 5 of the AMP Jumpstart rewards. So the thing is, people are like, I can't do that many parties. You know what? They don't all have to be parties. That could be other ways that you can do this, and we're going to share those with you. So let's think about that again. 10 orders a week that are averaging $50 is going to make you a $500 party. That could be one party, or you could just take in 10 average orders from your customer. Do it 8 weeks in a row, $4,000 in commission, $4,000 in PV. PV stands for personal volume, and $1,000 in commission. Sounds pretty easy, doesn't it?
Yeah, and just so you guys know, you guys can be your own hostess, your own insider, I'm sorry, and earn those rewards as well anytime you want. There's no restrictions on that. I mean, it's totally double dipping, right? Because you're getting both the insider credits, free stuff, everything, plus you're getting commission on it. But that's totally legit. You guys can do that anytime you want. Those rewards, if the party's in under your name, those rewards are yours to do with as you wish. If you want to give them away or keep them for yourself or remodel your house with 31 products, all of the above is great. We totally recommend doing that. In fact, we recommend keeping a party open in your name at all times. Just so if you do have those random orders, if you have that person that says, oh my gosh, that's really cute, I want that Journey backpack, you can, throw it on that party if you don't have another hostess who that person belongs to. right? So then you're just kind of accruing these, and party rewards are going to roll over for the current month into the next. So if you have an order in March on a party, you're going to have until the end of April to close that party out without losing those orders that are counting towards your rewards. So it really is a great way to stock up on product for yourself or gift giving or whatever the case may be.
We totally recommend that you do that with your parties because we want you to have as much free stuff as you can possibly get. But with your hostesses, you don't want to roll those parties over if you can help it, because that's going to push into the new parties that you've booked and make it harder for your next hostess to be able to get as much sales. So try to close the parties with your customers out every single month.
Yeah, meaning like if Marlena is hosting a party and Marican booked off of Marlena, if Marlena's party is still open, some of those people might not be ordering off Marican's party because they're still playing catch up on Marlena's party. So when you're working inside of a group of hostesses like that, you kind of want to keep them closing quickly, just so all the hostesses are kind of getting their turn at the orders.
You said that so well. All right. I'm going to let you take this one, Beth.
Okay. So as we said, home parties are amazing. They're fabulous. They're great. I know things have been a little weird with this whole COVID situation. Different parts of the country are open to varying degrees versus others. Down in Florida, we're pretty open. People are really receptive to having people in their homes again and doing parties and that sort of thing. That might not be the case depending on where you live in the country. So definitely Facebook parties are absolutely an option. Messenger parties, Facebook Messenger, texting parties, or even just, passing the catalog around and letting people order that way. But the caveat to that is I really, really, really do find that when people have the products in front of them, they get it more, because it can be difficult to see how big is this tote, how big is this bin, whatever, if they're just looking at it on screen or on paper versus actually seeing it, touching it, having it in front of them, seeing how cute it is with this other coordinating bag, and seeing how you really do want the All About the Benjamins to go with your Ruby Mini. And the whole it sells itself thing kind of does come into play when you're at a home party. So there's that. If you are having trouble getting parties, the first thing we're always going to tell you is that you want to host a launch party. You, if you're brand new in this business, want the opportunity to introduce it to your friends and family, to your neighbors, to your coworkers, to all the people in your life that didn't know until right now that you were doing this, that you have this whole new exciting side gig. So definitely, sorry. Somebody have a question? Or was that just random? Okay. If you have questions, feel free to let us know. But so you want to host your own launch party. And just like we were saying, always keep a party open. When you're starting out, it's great to do a launch party, maybe with a different group of people a couple different times. So you might launch specifically to your closest friends. That might be the first one you do. Those are your go-to girls. Those are your ride or die friends that, you are pretty sure are going to be happy for you and enthusiastic for you. And no, we're absolutely not saying you're going to force these people to buy anything. That is absolutely not the case, but they're your peeps, right? You want to share your excitement with them. Another group you might want to do kind of a whole separate launch to is maybe your neighbors. Maybe you do like an open house for some of your neighbors that are right there in your neighborhood, that are people that, you see at the park with your kids, or people that, when you're walking your dog, you're saying hi to them, and, those casual acquaintances like that. People that you work with, also a great group of people. If you guys have full-time jobs or part-time jobs outside of the house, it's another great group to introduce this whole new business to. You never know what is going to strike their eye with 31, or even if they might be looking to supplement their income from their full or part-time job as well. So these are all just some different groups you want to consider. And like Marican was saying before, the more you practice doing your party, the more comfortable it's going to make you. That's another great reason to start with your besties, because you're probably super comfortable with them anyway. They're your besties for a reason. if somebody asks you a question and you don't know the answer to it, you're not gonna like freak out if it's your best girlfriend sitting around. Whereas hopefully you wouldn't freak out anyway, because you know, this is new to you and that's okay. And all the answers you need are pretty much in the catalog. So I still don't know the prices to everything, never have, never will. That's what the catalog's for. So don't feel like you have to be perfect, but the more you practice, the more comfortable you're going to become. And that just goes for everything within this business, everything in life, frankly, but specific to this business. I really think that's the case. Marikan, do you want to add anything to that? I talk a lot. When you let me speak, I talk a lot. You're muted, so unmute yourself before you start talking. Thank you.
Yeah. So the other thing is when people show up to your party, y'all, generally people don't come unless they're interested in the product and they want to learn more. So you are not forcing them to do anything. You invite them, they come, and that's okay. One of the biggest mistakes that new consultants make is thinking that they're bothering people or that they're making people do things, and you can't make people do anything. All you can do is offer, and then they'll either accept or they'll not accept. And you know what? No has never hurt anyone. As a matter of fact, get comfortable with hearing no, because the more no's you hear, the more yeses you're actually going to hear. So it's okay for people to say no. That person was just a practice person. You move on to the next one. All right, let's move on. So lots of times people have a hard time getting bookings, and we completely get that. So create your top 10 list. Who would you absolutely love? We have COVID going on right now, and it's much harder to meet in person. But with the weather getting warmer, you can do outdoor parties, picnic parties, park parties, all of that is fair game. But we also do Facebook parties on a regular basis with lives. And those lives allow people to actually see the product a little bit easier. And I have people say all the time, oh my gosh, you mean I'm gonna have to go live and people are gonna see me? The more you do it, the easier it gets. I mean, it took me a year to actually go live because I was like, I can't do that. But then I was like, you know what? I can do it. All these other people are doing it. I can do it too. And when you make a mistake, it just makes you more real. People know who you are, and they can actually relate to you more if you're not 100% perfect. And that's okay. Just be who you are, be authentic, be yourself, and everybody's going to love you. So when you have that person who decides to host, then you're going to want to treat them super special because they're your hostess. Let them know how much you appreciate them helping, and try to do a little something special for them if you can. I like to do a question where their guests message me, because I'm doing mainly Facebook parties now, where their guests message me and tell me one thing that they love about their friend, and then I make a word cloud for them and send it to them privately after the party and let them know how much I really appreciate them. Makes them feel really good, and it's something super cool to have.
Okay, so if you're having this party, you're at your launch, or you're talking to these 10 people on your potentials list, we don't ever want to feel like we're pushing anybody into anything. Frankly, you can't really push anybody into anything, but you want them to know, because you are starting out, you really want them to know what's in it for them. We have great hostess rewards. We call it insiders. It's going to take me forever we've called it hostesses for 11 years. It's going to take me a while to get used to calling them insiders, but we have great rewards. We offer so much stuff to the people who do parties for us, including those exclusives, which frankly is a big reason why a lot of people like to decide to host a party, is to get those exclusives, because they do make them pretty cool. So that's something that you definitely want to share with people, that they're going to have the opportunity to get these things that other people can't get, that they can't just order on the catalog. And invariably, at least once a month, I have somebody say, well, can I just buy the Hostess exclusive? No, sorry. Even if they're willing to pay like the Hostess retail, no, can't. You got a host. Sorry. So they are definitely items that are in demand. Tell people how excited you are about the Hostess opportunities, how excited you are about the rewards they're going to get. There is often, almost every month, if not every month, a special insider exclusive offer that unlocks when their party hits $500. So that's a great goal to have people shooting for. I'm sorry if you can hear my dog barking. He just decided to lose his mind. So definitely point out the benefits to them, and then invite them to ask any questions they might have about that, because people that are not part of direct sales don't always get it. They don't always understand, like, you know, that there's a certain party level for free stuff to kick in, and what exactly is a half price item, and is it only from, you know, that they only pick from certain things, or there's a lot of ins and outs that not everybody knows. So that's definitely stuff that you want to make sure you're pointing out to them, that there are these really great benefits that they can unlock super easily.
And they're not just doing a favor for you. When people feel like they're doing a favor for you, they don't put as much into it. People that do a favor for you are going to invite a few people, and you're going to have low party attendance. When they really realize what's in it for them and what they can get, they're going to do a lot better party. They're going to invite so many more people. They're going to work for the things that they want. And they're going to enjoy it, and you're going to enjoy it so much more. So typically, that's one of the biggest mistakes that a newer consultant makes, is they ask somebody to do a favor for them. They don't need to do a favor for you. You're doing a favor for them because you're helping them get all kinds. Let your friends know how excited you are about your 31 business, and share with them all of these things that they can get. And they're going to be asking you to have a party for you, instead of you asking them if you can do a favor for them. All right, so we know that lots of times when people first start, they have a hard time getting bookings. And so it is harder to get bookings, especially if you're doing it all online. But when you do an actual party, and we're going to actually help you all do a launch party, you are in front of a captive audience. You're able to build those relationships. You'll have higher sales. You'll have most benefits for your own customers when you're doing your launch party. You're going to earn AMP rewards. You're going to get easier sales because they're seeing the product, and you're going to make more income. So grabbing those individual orders is great, but you are definitely going to be more successful by having an all-out party. And we're actually going to do a launch party with all of you new consultants this week to help you all see how we do Facebook parties, and to help you get your feet wet if you haven't already. All right, Beth.
Okay. So aside from doing these home parties or these Facebook catalog parties, there are several other different things that we are going to introduce you to just super quick. One is a micro hostess challenge. So if you guys have ever heard of something like a turkey trot or a bunny hop or a snowman shuffle, basically all these are just taking the fear out of hosting for people. So rather than giving them this big goal of, I want you to host a party, you're just saying, hey, just collect $100 in orders and you're going to get part of the rewards. And you're essentially getting multiple people to do that, say 6 people, to each collect $100 in orders. And then you're going to split up what those rewards on that $600 party would have been to each of those people. So everybody's getting a little piece of the pie for doing a little piece of the work. And these are great to do monthly if you want, if not at least quarterly. Usually you can theme them around all kinds of cute holidays. You'll see some of the ones here, Shamrock Shuffle. We just had St. Patrick's Day. That one's really cute for that. But regardless of what you're calling them, it's all the exact same process. You're just looking at how many people you're getting, what $100 from each of them would add up to be as far as a party level, and then figuring out what your rewards are going to be. Super easy, super fun, and a great way to collect some extra orders. So I don't know if you want to go back, or do we have another slide?
Yeah, there's another one, but I wanted to tell them that I just put together this bunny hop for them, didn't I? So we're going to actually be sharing that this week for you all so that you can actually put together one of these micro parties yourself if you want to. And it has got all the details for how to do it for you all written out and all the graphics. So it'll make it super easy for you to be able to give this a try and see how it works for you. And since the next holiday we have is Easter, bunny hop.
Yeah, and what's cool about it is a lot of people are going to be seeing family at Easter. So a lot of your hostesses, potential hostesses might be seeing family at Easter. So it just makes it that much easier to get that $100 or more in orders. So that's kind of why we theme them around holidays. Same thing with 4th of July, same thing with Thanksgiving and Christmas, obviously. It's just another opportunity for them to interact with more people just during that holiday.
Yeah.
Okay. If you don't yet have a customer group, which some of you may not, and that's totally fine. One of the things that we love to do is do prize parties inside of our customer groups. So basically, this is just an opportunity to just get in front of those VIP customers. And ideally, you're going to be always adding more people to your customer group as you meet them at parties, whether it's online or in person, or as people place orders from you, or as you tell your neighbor down the street, oh, I'm selling 31 now. And she says, oh, that's so cool. I'd love to hear more about it. Hey, would you like to be in my customer group? That's where I'm going to be making all the announcements and doing giveaways or whatever. So doing a prize party in your customer group gives you an opportunity to, it's basically like almost a mystery hostess where you're getting an opportunity to reward some of your customers for doing things like placing orders, booking parties, joining your team, that sort of thing. And there's a whole little point breakdown on the screen. I'm not going to read all that to you, but it's your captive audience, right? They're already in your group and they're already hopefully interacting with you regularly. So this is just another place to get in front of them and then give away those rewards to whoever has these points or whoever, you know, is participating. You can split them up or you can draw for one winner from, you know, all the points that have accumulated. There's a lot of different ways you can do it, but it's definitely something that I would suggest you do at least every other month, if not monthly, to just kind of keep your customers abreast of what's new with the company.
With you, it's a great way to do that. Try to do one every month. I don't always.
Yeah.
5-5-5 party. So this is super simple. You are going to have 5 customers sell 5 bundles in 5 days. And so the bundles that we've shown here are just some of the examples of bundles that you could share with these 5 customers. Party for themselves, and they're going to get hostess benefits. If they only sell 1 or 2, depending on which ones they sell, they still might get hostess benefits. But it's a super simple way for them just to share some bundles with people. We have a BOGO bundle collection on our team pages in the albums, so you can find lots of different bundles there. It's a super easy way to do it. It's just a 5-5-5. So ask 5 customers if they would like to give it a try. Can't hurt to ask, right? So 5 bundles, you can give them just 5 bundles and say, hey, sell 1 of each of these. And by asking them to sell 1 of each, you just say, okay, so who do you know that could really use this mobile office? Do you have a friend that is always traveling and taking their work with them? Maybe a friend at another direct sales company that might need to organize their supplies. All that person needs to do is then share that with that person, and lots of times that person will buy it. But just give them some tips for who they might share these different bundles with, and it'll make it very easy for you to get a number of different parties. So if you have 5 customers doing this, you could potentially get 5 parties by doing a 5-5-5.
Yeah, other direct sellers love our stuff, by the way.
Yes.
I sell to a ton of Collar Street girls, Scentsy girls, Pink Zebra girls. They love us for the organizational aspects because as much as they love their own products, they need a way to get them to the vendor events, to the parties, all that stuff. And that's where we come in.
So one other thing I should tell you about these bundles is There is nothing special about these bundles. All we have done is put together a collection of products that work well together. And we have included our customer special in this. So if they buy this bundle, they're not going to get an additional 50% off because the 50% off customer special is included in this bundle. That's what makes these the great price that they are, because they are getting one item in this bundle for that 50% off.
Yeah.
And
It's
you
just
can
that
put together
people-
your own bundle.
Yeah,
ahead,
you can make your own. It's just that people see a bundle and they see everything working together and all the cute coordinating prints and all that. And it's really easy to say yes to that because they're seeing, you know, the mobile office, they're seeing those 3 products that pair so amazingly well together. And they're going, oh yeah, I want that. Just give me that. So there, again, there isn't anything magic about them. They're just done for you. So yeah, why not promote them?
Yep, keeps people from being so overwhelmed with all the stuff that we have in our catalog. The
Right.
car kit is super popular, and I bet y'all are going a hanging traveler case for a car kit. Well, y'all, that hanging traveler case actually hangs on the back of the car seat. So if you have children, or even if you want to store your own things, with it open, it'll hang on the back of your car seat, and then you can have your things stored in there. You can put books in there for a kid if they're in a car seat, and everything is so easy for them to be able to get to. So the large utility tote is, of course, to collect all those things that are rolling around in your trunk or to get your groceries with. And then the size up expandable pouch is to hold all of those things that land in the seat beside you all the time. So these bundles are really fun and really easy to sell. And try a 555. All right, here's another one. Beth?
Okay, so kind of like 555. How about a 511? So that is, think of 5 of your girlfriends. This again might be your ride or die people, 5 that you know will attend. Have each of them bring one friend that you don't know. So maybe it's their neighbor, maybe it's their coworker across the hall, whoever it is. And then this will result in you plus 10 guests at your party. So 511, super easy. And this is going to be, you have the option if you are doing this with yourself as the hostess, you can totally use your hostess rewards to create these prizes. One prize for your friends and one prize for one of these guests that you didn't know. So you're not out of pocket anything because you're utilizing the insider credits to pick up these prizes, but you're getting in front of 5 brand new people that you wouldn't otherwise know. And so once you're in front of them, you're encouraging them to book and to do all the things with you as well.
And they won't come because they have this opportunity to win something for free. Everybody likes to win a prize. So it makes people more excited about coming because they think, oh, you mean I could actually win something if I show up? This can be a Facebook party. It does not have to be a go-to party, but it would be a great party to do as spring's coming on, maybe outside at Starbucks. You just meet, you take 5 products and show them those 5 products, show the catalogs, y'all chat, have coffee, you do your drawing, and it's just a super fun, super easy way to pull together a party in a quick minute. All right. So what did y'all think of all that?
That's a lot of information, right? Hopefully we didn't like totally overwhelm you. Who has questions? You guys are welcome to unmute and ask us anything. Anybody?
Are there any of these parties that you think you'd like to try?
I like the 511 idea because then you get introduced to people that you didn't already know, and then they can word of mouth you to people that they know, and then it just creates this big customer base for you. So I like that idea.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
That's a great idea.
Anybody else see one that they thought sounded interesting that they'd like to give a try? Has
Do you guys
anybody-
like the AMP rewards? Are you guys excited about earning AMP rewards?
Yes.
I like free stuff personally. I'm a big fan. So anytime they're like dangling that carrot in front of me, a product, I know I want to earn it because yeah, why not?
Let me ask real quick. Now I know Jesse, you're on with us because we wanted you just to come see what we were all about. So
Yeah.
if you have any questions about 31, it doesn't have to be about what we just talked about, but any questions that you might have, we would love to answer those for as well.
I think I get the gist. I've had some other friends that have sold it and everything, and I kind of know how it works out. I was just kind of seeing what it was all about, but yeah, I'm good for right now. I just kind of been paying attention on how to do the parties and everything because as you can tell, I don't talk a whole lot, and I don't do a whole lot of anything except for listening very well. So, yeah, as soon as something does spark a question, though, I will ask.
Nope, you are just fine. I just wanted to make sure that I gave you the opportunity. So I'm going
Yes.
to stop this screen share, y'all, because I want to share two other things with you. One of those things is we do have a new consultant group that will help you set up your Facebook group and help you to have a party in your Facebook group with your customers to help you get started doing a Facebook party on your own. And you can actually do this with your sponsor, or you can do it by yourself. Either way, I'm going to share this with you all. Have Al actually already been to this group? It's called Road Decay Operation Qualify. And so the goal with this group is for us to help you all to learn how to do a party, to set up, and to help you learn how to start doing all the things with your 31 business. So let me share this screen. If I can get back to my Zoom. Have any of you all jumped in on this yet and tried the Operation Qualify party? All right. If you're not in this group, we will definitely give you the link after the party so you can join. The Operation Qualify group is set up really simple. So when you log into this Facebook group, the first thing that you're going to see is this message that says, welcome. To use this group, go to the guides. The guides were formerly known as units. And then there's a video down here at the bottom that if you are having a hard time figuring out how to find the guides, the video will show you. But since you're on here with me, I'm going to show you how to find the guides. So the guides are listed across the top up here. And this group is solely run with the guides. You don't need to look at any of the other posts. Simply go to the guides. If you're a new consultant, you're going to just open up the spring and summer launch and just start with task 1. And then just complete them in order. And doing each one of those things is going to teach you how to set up your customer group. It's going to teach you how to create your first party in your back office. It's going to show you how to get some interaction with your customers. And then it's going to lead you right into having your very first Facebook party with all of the posts there for you. Now, the one thing that I see a lot of new consultants do is they copy this and paste it straight in and they don't add any more to it. That's fine. You can do that. But if you really want to have a party that's going to have a little more oomph to it, go to the albums in our team group or join one of the other Facebook groups and find some more pictures of product to go with some of these posts to show people how to use the products. Because when people see how the products are used with real life pictures, it makes it a whole lot easier for them to relate to them versus just a picture of a product with a label. So consider adding 2 or 3 additional pictures to each one of the product picture posts, like this one, so that they can actually see how the product is used. Well, if it ever comes up. Anyway, but that's just a little extra tip for you all. And when we do our party for you, we are going to also be showing you that. So I'm going to turn that screen share off. Does anybody have any questions about that group? You think that'll be helpful to you?
We can post a link to that for you guys or invite you in, I guess, directly.
We can invite and then send you the link. A lot of my people are already in there, but if you're not, we will make sure to get you there. All right. So the last thing that we told you about earlier was that we want to help you have your first launch party. And we're going to do this as a mega party, because mega parties are another great way to be able to have your parties, but to not do as much work. So typically with every Facebook party, you do everything for each individual party in a group. Now, I run my parties in groups because I like to be able to schedule my posts. You can do them in events and it'll keep your posts in order, but you can't schedule your posts. You'll have to remember to go post them every day. So that's completely up to you as to how you choose to do it. I like to be able to schedule because I'm super busy. With a mega party, you have multiple hostesses. You ladies, our new consultants, are going to be the hostesses for this. So we are going to hostess coach you to give you a little bit of a training on how to hostess coach, help you have your party, and show you how to do a Facebook party, including one of our live videos. So Thursday night, we'll be doing a live video. This is invite your people in and set up your party link. If you need help with that, we'll help you. Go watch the video in the Road to K group that tells you how to do that as well, if you'd like. And we'll have your first party with you. If you would like to go live and share one of your favorite products sometime during the party, we would love for you to do that, but it's not mandatory. The only thing that we do ask that you do is the hostess stuff. Comment, share, like, and introduce yourself. So we hope that you all will join us with this. And we hope that you'll love it. Now, I do mega parties every single month because since COVID, things have been a little more crazy in my household. I have my son and my husband home all day long, 24 hours a day. And I'm cooking breakfast, lunch, and dinner and cleaning house and doing all those things you have to do and running my business. So have much time to do parties. So I switched to all mega parties, and I'm doing 1 or 2 mega parties a month and putting all of my hostesses into one group. And it works really well because sometimes when you have a party, you have a hostess that's not as good as other hostesses, and they don't get as many people. They don't have the interaction. They're not doing the things that they should do. But if your other hostesses are doing a good job, even their guests are going to see. You have more interaction, more people doing things, more comments, more participation, and all of those things mean that more people are going to see what you're doing, and you're conserving your time because you only have to do it once instead of 5, 6, 7, 8 times in different groups. So we love mega parties for just that reason. Do y'all have any questions about this? So we're excited to do this for you. It is a party in your pajamas. So if you would like to participate after the call, and if you are watching the replay, just message us and we'll add you in. It is very quick because I have noticed, and I think Beth has too, that people are getting busier with springtime coming on. So there's longer parties that last longer, aren't working quite as well as the fast parties where everybody joins. You spend a day telling them what's going on. You share all the products, you go live, and then you close your party. So basically 2 to 3 days. And people tend to stay engaged a little bit more with that. And I've got some other directors here. Would y'all like to chime in on any of that?
Marlena?
Nope, y'all have covered pretty much everything that I can think of. I do encourage you to do the mega party if you know, being new, this is a great training way. So I do encourage you to participate that. That way you get the training plus you're getting the benefit as well.
I agree completely.
Yay.
All right, ladies.
I wish that more of my girls would have joined us tonight. I'm a little bit disappointed that they were not able to do that because this has been extremely good.
Well, you know, people get busy and it's all good, and we are recording. So we're going to
good.
get this upload it to YouTube and share the link because I know several of my girls couldn't make it either, and that's 100% fine. So this, we're hoping that it'll process quicker than last time. I was having a terrible time with processing. Part of that was that I had to stitch 2 videos together since it dropped midway through. But this one should be straightforward. Hopefully we'll get it posted tomorrow out to the team pages. So encourage your girls to jump on and catch the replay.
Yeah.
Definitely. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, well, if nobody has questions, we don't want to keep you guys any longer. We appreciate you sticking with us for an hour, and hopefully you guys learned something. Hopefully you guys are going to implement something. Get out there and start selling your 1,000. Get out there and start recruiting.
Y'all smile so we can get a picture of everybody that joined us
Yes.
today.
Yeah.
You don't want your mouth open like this in the
And I
picture.
just have a cat in my face.
Take a quick screenshot. All right, I got you. And everybody look great. Oh, wait a minute. Let's do it again because Jessie just turned hers on. I want to get your pretty face in the picture too. All right, let's do it one more time, real quick. Everybody smile. All right, I got you.
Okay.
Thank you all so much for joining us. Jessie, if you want to stay on with Trish for a minute after everybody else jumps off, I would be happy to talk to you one-on-one. And if not, no big deal.
Okay.
Bye, ladies. Y'all have a great night.
All right, guys, thank you.
Sure. Okay, bye.